All praises to the Most High God, the Father, man, and His Son, man, and the elect scattered abroad, sons in His Son. You heard, according to His foreknowledge. Hey, yo, man, I'm about to, the veil is really being lifted, man. God is revealing everything to me, man. Know what I mean? From, my life flash before my eyes. I come in the volume of the book, man, from why I had to leave New Jersey, know what I mean? Because all my family and friends was into sorcery and witchcraft. The ringleader, my mother, you feel me? The head witch in charge, you feel me? She really orchestrated everything that has befallen me. Fucked up, and every shortcoming in my life that was major has been from her. HWIC, know what I mean? So, yeah, the veil is being lifted, man, these last days, man. Yeah, so I just had made a face post book on Facebook, man, because this shit just was revealed to me. Well, it was being revealed to me, but it was just revealed to me in its fullness. Know what I mean? It was everything was revealed to me while I was on that Greyhound taking a leap of faith. You feel me? From my know what I mean? The cops didn't plant. I've made a Facebook post today about the cops didn't plant drugs on me. You feel me? It was my brother-in-law because he wanted my father properties to get signed over to him so they know if I'm fucked up going back and forth in jail, my father wouldn't have did that for me. You feel me? He wouldn't sign it over for me to me if my life fucked up. You feel me? So they stayed around me in order to make sure my life stayed fucked up. You heard? And this was one incident that happened when it was all a setup. You feel me? It was all witchcraft and sorceries. You feel me? I let my sister in one day in my apartment, and I was woke up hungover. I ain't know what was going on. Boom, my brother-in-law was in the room with, this female that ends up being my baby mother. But I figured out that was a plan to get my seed and to torture me through them. You feel me? Um, they used her. She been in. She been. They introduced her into witchcraft. My family. Damn, man, this stupid ass fucking let me do not disturb this shit, man. Stupid ass groups on Facebook Messenger. Everybody want to put me in a stupid ass group. But yeah, damn, where was I at, man? Oh yeah, so I already figured that out. But all right, in this incident, she was she was in the room with my brother-in-law. So my sister came up there. She was mad. I think all this shit was because they into witchcraft, man. They fucking shit. They don't give a fuck about sex and cheating and all that shit. They all motherfucking perverted, and they call Esau a fornicator. You feel me? Profane fornicators. You feel me? So they share men, they do all that shit, man. They share women, everybody fucking. You heard? Know what I mean? So but not mean a nigga like me that want that's into family structure and order and shit like that. That's why every time I try to put order in something, man, I try to be the hero of my family. You feel me? Even though I was the scapegoat, black sheep, I tried to be the hero of my family. You feel me? But that shit just as I wanted to save my family, man, cause we a weird family. You feel me? But I understand now that it was some other shit going on, some deep, dark shit going on, witchcraft and know what I mean? I found tapes and shit. My father was into this shit. I think he got with a witch to probably try to counter my mother or something. I don't know, man, but I remember. I don't want to get too far off the subject of the post I made today, but even my mother put some shit on him to where his leg was fucked up, and the doctors couldn't figure out what it was because it was demons. You feel me? And I felt it in my leg. But the more I start coming into this Holy Spirit, that shit is gone completely. And my mother, my whole childhood used to tell me, yeah, wait till you get 30, you be like your father. Wait till you get 40, you won't be walking. Boom, at the end, motherfucker, I just start getting hit by cars out of nowhere, you feel me? Like, know what I mean, broken ankle, everything. You feel me? And then she was the witness. She was there. Man, these witches, man, they can manipulate cars or the drivers or something. My who I thought was my homie told me that shit, man. That was my best friend, man, my whole fucking life, man. But come to think of it, he into this shit too. You feel me? All my friends that was around me, my parents and them was, know what I mean, I don't know if it was my parents and them, you feel me? That like, but I know they ended up conspiring with my parents in the shit. But they Ouija boards or whatever they was, I remember them playing with Ouija boards back in the day and shit, man. You feel me? They know whatever they was fucking with told them that I wouldn't have fucked with it. You feel me? Because I would not, man. So they never fucked with me, but they kept me close and just made sure I didn't have nothing. And I suffered and I suffered. Maybe the plan was to make me suffer so fucking much that I would, I mean, be like, damn, what y'all doing? Let me get into that. You heard? So that's, I don't know if that was it or just because they know whatever they were summoning up, you feel me, told them that I wouldn't get involved with that shit. I remember my motherfucking nieces and all them going. I remember my niece being in, I mean, in Florida and shit, and her going to motherfucking Sawgrass Mills, the mall, and motherfucking going in a witchcraft store. Know what I mean? Back in the day, and I stayed up out of that bitch. I walked down and waited for her to come out of there. And I was young. That was before I even I think I might have been Muslim. I think I might have took my shot. I was raised Muslim, but when I really got into it, took my shahada and shit. That was like 2001 in Delaney Hall. Know what I mean, incarcerated in Delaney Hall. And yeah, but all right, the story back to the story with the drugs and shit being planted. Oh no, I wanted to say how she tried to take my motherfucking leg out though, man. Since she couldn't do it the way she did my father's, you feel me, through the witchcraft, that shit went completely away. The more I start getting into these scriptures, I don't feel nothing in my leg right now. You feel me? And she used to always tell me, you won't be walking like your father soon. I mean, you be walking like your father soon. You won't be walking too, know what I mean? She used to always tell me that shit growing up. You feel me? Like, I wonder why motherfucking my brother-in-law and my sister could jump me when I'm a 12-year-old kid for trying to get in the house because she used to work the night shift and my father used to go creep with his little creep piece and shit on the East End, and they was supposed to let me in the house at night and shit, but they didn't want to let me in one night and they jumped me. You know what I mean? For they jumped me 19. So my friend's parents was like, yeah, yeah, your mother and them, they come home, they gonna kick them out. They, know what I mean? My mother was against me, you heard? Like, you feel me? Like, but yeah though, man, my mother is the head witch in charge. She's the mastermind. She has orchestrated all this shit against me, all this, you know what I mean? Through my, know what I mean, through my friends, through all that shit, man. Like all my friends that I ever hung with, most of them, not all of them. You feel me? Like it's some real ones. You feel me? Like motherfucker, but they used to like me hanging with them. Like, know what I mean, I noticed they ain't like me hanging with being cool as hell with Akbar, Jackie, motherfucking Hazy Boy. You know what I mean? Certain people they ain't like me fucking with. You feel me? Like they always wanted me to fuck with niggas like Jeru, Shakir, motherfucking Terrence. Nah, man. I'm naming niggas, man. I don't even give a fuck no more, man. Nigga, this shit, the veil is lifted. My nigga, like, I mean, y'all niggas, y'all unfruitful works of darkness is revealed, man. This shit wide open, bro. You feel me? And it's crazy because I still kind of like something make me still want to have love for Ro, like on some real shit. But like I already know what time it is, man. With these niggas, man. These niggas is sorcerers, man. You feel me? Um, but yeah, though, the incident with the yeah, man. So, motherfucker, after I kick her out because she talking about getting my sister jumped, you feel me? After she get caught in the room, I let my sister in one day. I ain't know they wasn't even in the room, man. I was hung the fuck over. I ain't know what the fuck happened last night. You feel me? I come open up the door, my sister come in. Um, you won't see your kids. You'll take to get her car keys and all this other shit from her. And he running down the street, motherfucking with his pants halfway on trying to chase her down and shit. And later on that night, motherfucking I overhear her talking about getting my sister jumped. You feel me? By her aunts and shit. So I'm like, man, you gotta leave my house, yo. You ain't getting my sister jumped. Well, so she telling me that the nigga told her she could stay in my fucking apartment that my father gave me, that I'm paying. Not me, and I'm paying rent. I was paying a, a, a reasonable amount. You feel me? Like I was paying like a decent. I mean, I wasn't paying like full what you would pay for an apartment. You feel me? But it's my father and shit. I was paying like $400 a month type shit. Know what I mean, but it was my shit, and like they just was and everything just to destroy shit, man. And I always wanted to be a family and shit. So I'm thinking like, man, but I didn't know that they was like I seen it happening though. But I didn't know it was intentional. You feel me? Now, since the veil is being lifted, I see that all that shit was intentional. But yeah, so the police I come out, have my money and shit ready and everything to go to the motherfucker like to bail out, because in New Jersey the law was that the man had to go to jail. I mean, now I think both parties go to jail, but before it was one person had to go to jail for domestic violence, and it's usually the man. You feel me? So I knew I let him in. Boom. I mean, took my little ride to the police station. Had my brother called my brother-in-law before I even got in a. I mean, before I opened the door for him, I called him, told him to come. I mean, he's following the motherfucking cop car to the police station. 20 minutes, I get in the police station and shit. They check the back seat of the cop car, everything. After I get out. Boom. But like 20 minutes after, you know what I mean, all of a sudden there's 15 bags of cocaine found outside of the backseat of the cop car and plant this shit on me. You feel me? I ain't even gonna go through how they set me up with that and shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? Because I bailed that off the shit. Eventually, when they lowered they made it bondable. They raised my bail, but they made it bondable. And I bailed that out the shit. But yeah. I need to get this shit up, man. I be drinking coffee now. I'm just so used to having a beer in front of me, man. But now I'm sober and shit. I don't drink. So I be having a coffee all day. I don't be drinking it like that. I just I warm this shit up like 100 times. Same coffee. And just be having it in front of me just to sip every now and then. Cause I'm motherfucking so used to having a beer in front of me. But some shit I gotta shake too, man. But at least it ain't mind more altering, man. It still keep me focused. But yeah, what I was about to say, man. Yeah, but that was what took place then, man. That shit was all a setup, man, in order to inherit my father's properties. You feel me? And my sister, know what I mean? Later on in that same fucking house, I used to wonder why they used to just sabotage every fucking thing, move me up out of my, know what I mean? When we was downstairs and my father ended up moving to the downstairs, and I was living with my father. I was wondering why, like, I had shit in order. I had shit structured and shit. And he'll just come and rip up my structure, tell everybody that, know what I mean, the ladies, the ladies that used to take care of my father or whatever, he used to tell them that they ain't had to listen to me and all this other shit. They listened to him. He was this, know what I mean, so they could have shit chaotic, having crackheads and shit running in and out the house and have it chaotic. I used to keep all that shit down. You feel me? I used to have them stay in the house, not bringing anybody up and any drug dealers sitting up in that motherfucker hustling and all that shit. I used to cut all that shit down. But my brother-in-law made sure that know what I mean, that I couldn't do that shit. He know what I mean, telling them bitches they ain't had to listen to me, you feel me? It's like a lot of shit, man, which ended up getting me stabbed 22 times, which was a setup. You feel me? that was another thing done to inherit my father's property so that I wouldn't get them. You feel me? And yeah, so yeah, my my sister and my brother in law got me stabbed up 22 times. Know what I mean, near death, flew to the hospital in a helicopter. You heard, and it's crazy. Before I took my leap of faith, know what I mean, I had just came home from prison. Like, know what I mean, that shit was, know what I mean, some bullshit too. I was in there for nothing. Facing 60 years for some shit I ain't do, man. You feel me? I beat the shit in trial, but being that, I mean, I had a public defender, he motherfucking manipulated the way to get me motherfucking sentenced to something, you heard? Where I should have beat everything. The jury would have gave me any fucking thing I wanted, you heard? But that shit was some bullshit though. But I ain't gonna get off on that subject. But yeah, motherfucking I got out of prison. I started staying with my sister, man, and God didn't reveal to me about, I mean, that shit. Didn't let that shit come back to mind. But I do notice my motherfucking nephew, once I told him that they was into witchcraft and shit, that my mother in was in that shit, my nephew came, sat by my sister. So that I guess, so I wouldn't, I mean, because he knew that shit was coming in my memory, you feel me? So I wouldn't do nothing to her. He came down there and sat, I mean, sat downstairs that night. You feel me? But yeah, I have. But while I'm on the, I mean, once I get to like Newark and shit, that's when God I mean, let me recollect when she came to the fucking hospital, me sitting up in there with a chest tube and the motherfucking thing in my side, motherfucking she tell me the only reason I wish he ain't do that shit was because he did do good work. You feel me? Like that shit was some wicked shit. I don't know how that shit ain't come up. I ain't think of that shit until after I left. So God ain't want me to do nothing crazy. He wanted me to get the fuck up out of there. You heard? But once they got my daughter into that shit, man, that was the last straw. I had to get the fuck up out of there, man, before I motherfucking burn every house down around that bitch. You heard? So, know what I mean? I had to spin off. Yeah, because I changed my whole life, man. I turned up a whole new leaf when my daughter was born, man. Like, I ain't sell drugs. I ain't live no criminal lifestyle, man. Word up. Finally got a job, start doing my thing, and they start sabotaging that shit, too. They had to get me locked up as much as possible to keep me from having jobs and shit like that. And I mean, so when my daughter grow up, they could get her into that shit. And they got her, you feel me? That's fucked up, man. That word is mine. Yeah, shit like that, man. Like this shit crazy, man. But like all this shit is being revealed to me, man. It's more shit that I got to say, man. And I could tell you all about my mother and shit like that, and her witchcraft and all this shit, man. When I had stopped fucking drinking, I figured all this shit out, man. So all I had to do was figure this shit out. And it mainly came by the way they didn't want me to stop drinking. They got mad when I stopped drinking because they could stop pitting these spells and witchcraft and shit on me. You feel me? And then even when I stopped drinking, that's when now they gotta start cutting my hair, cutting dreads off, man. My mother been cutting dreads and shit, hair and shit off and shit when I was asleep. Used to try to think she was just praying over me, but she used to be doing all this shit, man, voodoo shit, man, over me, man, when I was asleep, man. Know what I mean? All type of shit, man. They was doing to put spells on me and shit, and I thought they tried to make it seem like she just ain't wanted me to, know what I mean, have a brush cut. See me with a brush cut once. I mean once, because I had dreads since motherfucking like 93, 94. Since Black Moon and Smith and Wesson boot camp click and shit. I think I had dreads since like 92, 93, 94, some shit like that, man. I just kept cutting them because, I mean, my mother kept cutting my dreads. Motherfucking, this chick ripped some out one time, fighting, I mean, all types of shit, man. But yeah, I mean, all this shit, man, all this shit, Duke, is happening because I'm part of the election, man. Part of the election, man. I'm chosen, man. You feel me? This is the life of a chosen one, man. You feel me? You gotta be willing to hate your mother and your father for him. You heard? You gotta be willing to hate them. You heard? You gotta be willing to hate your kids, everything. My motherfucking daughter was just talking to me about this shit, bro. Like, Like she ain't been, I mean, she ain't choose this shit. You feel me? Like God made these people for this shit, man. Like and her for this shit, man. Like to be against me and like, not mean. So it ain't her doing. Not mean which it is. Um, preordainment and all that. You feel me? But I don't know, man. You still, I still want to believe that you had some type of like choice in the matter, or if you don't have a choice because God um has made you to be this in order to bring this out of me. You feel me? In order to bring His Son out of me and to mold me and form me in the image of His Son, and you feel me? So I should be thankful to y'all for doing this because without it, I would have been a normal dude. You feel me? I always wonder why I couldn't be normal. I always wonder. I know I wasn't fucking up no worse than nobody else. You heard? Always wonder why niggas ain't what I mean. Niggas always showed me love, but it was always like fake love. You feel me? It was never like I mean, cause I'm not like these niggas and they know it. They fuck with that witchcraft shit. You feel me? It's a new show coming on. What the fuck? They showing this shit, man. They showing that they all into witchcraft and shit too, man. These black women, bro. Like most of them doing it. Let me keep it 100 with you, man. Most of them doing it, man. And I know as being a son of God, man, I don't even think that I could motherfucking like I ain't fornicating so long. I'm embarrassed to tell niggas how long it been since I motherfucking even defile myself with a woman or anything. You feel me? It's been so long, yo. You feel me? Like, but people think I'm doing it. I had somebody on Facebook because I said something, so they like you fornicate. So you, I mean, how the fuck do you know what the fuck I do? You heard? How you just going like? And I don't gotta tell you what the fuck I do, but on the real, I haven't, man. I don't think it's meant for me. You feel me? Cause I gotta keep my fucking guard up from these witches and shit, cause they attracted to me, man. So the devil gonna jump on bitches and just make them attracted to me. You heard? And And even though I'm on a leap of faith, man, I had incidents down here, man. You feel me? Like this nigga, I had to be separated from this nigga, man. They put him in another house. She had bought another house and put him in the other house because, you feel me? The devil's on him. You heard? Like I could, the veil is being lifted. I could see these people. You heard? This little girl I'm talking to now, man. She talk about she's spiritual. That could be just some shit she throwing around loosely, but like that's a red flag for me, yo, because I know like how the devil works through these people that's fucking with me, man. Like God really trying to keep me from defiling myself with a woman, yo. And it's crazy, man. I gotta be on my fucking guard, like crazy. Like, because it's like, man, this incident happened where this girl I was trying to talk to up in the IOP and shit. Um she just started bugging one day. And then the dude start bugging. Boom. He gets up like 3 minutes later, he start bugging, saying the same shit she's saying. And she used to come there, paint her face all up and all that shit. 'Cause I was on her until she started putting all this makeup and shit on all of a sudden. As soon as I start fucking with her, she started putting all this makeup and shit. I mean, start trying to holler at her and shit. Got her number and all that. She started putting all this fucking makeup on with this, like this African witchcraft shit on. Like, and then she just started acting funny as hell. Like she cast a spell on this nigga, man. This nigga a motherfucking. And then the count. This nigga got up and punched the white boy after he started repeating the same shit she was saying. Like 3 minutes after she just sat down and calmed down and shit, he jumped up saying the same shit she was saying. Punched this nigga, this white boy in the face, and motherfucking I heard from motherfucking counselors that that shit was aimed at me. And then I seen her at the meeting. She was talking the same shit, like some shit about I don't know if I shared that I got locked up because I some shit with a Mexican, but she was saying that shit too, man. She was saying that shit at the meeting just now when I tried to say hi to her and shit. Shit crazy, man. Like, yo, this shit all around me, man. Demons, like, I'm feeling on a new nigga, and the nigga just came. You feel me? I feel it. You heard? Niggas is in some different shit. Niggas in a different spirits than me, man. You feel me? Niggas is spiritual, alright. They always running around here talking about they spiritual. But like that's what this bitch I'm talking to now, man. It could be something she just throw around loosely though. You feel me? I'm trying to peep it, man. I don't know if I'm gonna continue to holler at her. She young as hell though. Know what I mean? She only 23. So it could be some shit she just hear and shit, you feel me? And she, know what I mean? So when she see I'm into the Bible and shit, she just throw that shit around. Like I'm spiritual. You feel me? But yeah, I don't motherfucking trust none of that shit, man. I gotta keep my guard up. Man, I ain't gonna keep y'all for too long, man. I just motherfucking wanted to drop some shit on y'all. You heard, man. I mean, some shit that's being revealed, man. Know what I mean? My daughter just was motherfucking talking to me about some shit, how they don't choose what they into. Know what I mean? That shit, like, they didn't choose that shit and all this shit. And I feel bad for my daughter because, you feel me, my mother and them sabotaged, like, and that's what's crazy to me is that the people that motherfucking sabotage me so much to fuck your whole childhood up and your whole fucking life up is the people that you motherfucking fuck with now. You heard? Like, and you know, like, know what I mean? I knew nothing wasn't wrong with me all that time, man. I knew, like, yo, why the fuck I just can't get right like everybody else, yo. But I was dealing with motherfucking some shit that I didn't know about, man. Now I know about it. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Yeah, man. So I'm out of state, man. Support the leap of faith, man. Um, I'm about to sign off though. Shalom, man. Peace, Israel.